All right, Mr. Martinez, go ahead and continue.
Oh yes, plead not guilty. They also like to say they believe that the evidence that the PD has was planted on them, and they were also flexing their Second Amendment as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we haven't gotten that deep into things yet. We'll wait till the evidence is presented, and then we can make cross arguments and such like that. All righty.
All right, thank you, Your
Uh,
Honor.
I do believe that you have the only witness in this hearing. Would you go ahead and
In a duress situation.
I apologize for the for the duress. Do you recall somebody, hitting my client's car?
I do, yes.
Would it be enough to say cause someone to defend their property, or feel threatened?
Yes.
After sorry. Do you recall that, like, how many people were at the scene besides my clients and Mr. Broussard?
I did not get a very good view. I was in the very back of the store.
Okay. Well, I believe that's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
fantastic? You may take your seat, Mr. Martinez.
You said there were other people there robbing the store when you while you all were there, correct?
Shackle for lady behind us. Ask them to remove their mask.
Can you say that again?
You did say while you all were at the store that somebody else had come into the store to rob the store. I'm just trying to get my
Excuse
facts
me,
straight
ma'am.
here.
You have to remove your
Yeah,
mask while you're in the courthouse.
I'm having a hard time understanding you.
What needs to be clarified for you, Mr. Masterson?
It's just all the extra ums in between.
Thank you.
I'm trying to. It for some reason it's just throwing my brain in a different direction.
He wants to be a little bit more clear about the idea that you were a hostage for some other people, and he wants to know why there was another person attempting to rob the store, if that was the case. If I'm understanding correctly, Mr. O'Shea.
You're close to it. What I was asking was, you were the hostage in a situation. You claimed that all of you were already at the store there, and more people came to the store to rob that place.
Yeah, I was shopping and I was taken hostage from within.
Okay, and how many suspects were there?
I know there was at least of two, but I did not get a accurate count.
Okay, and one last question for you. We have Mr. Kaiji, Izzy Gee, Nathaniel Broussard that isn't here. Were they wearing masks at the time when y'all went into the store?
Yes, they came from a Comic-Con.
Okay, and final question based off of that answer. If there were 4 of you at the store, and at least the basis of being armed was them having their Second Amendment based off of the opening statement there, why would 2 people try to go into a store take 1 hostage when there's 4 people at the store? And it's only 2.
I cannot speak on other people's actions.
All right, that's all I have for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Martinez, you do have one more opportunity to question your witness, otherwise he will be dismissed.
I believe that I have no further questions.
Fantastic. Mr. Masterson, you can go ahead and take your seat back in the audience.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. All right, at this time, I would like to have all evidence produced to any physical evidence produced to my chambers. I'll get a TV set up for the video evidence here shortly so that we can observe this, and then we'll keep going on here. All right, so we're going to take a short 5-minute recess. Any physical evidence that the prosecution has needs to be handed directly to me. Evidence has been distributed to me. Mr. Martinez, you have gotten an opportunity to get a list of evidence from the officers.
So far it was just the body cam, and I guess one of the officers only shows partial footage of them making the arrest and escorting them to the police department.
I was talking more about the physical evidence that was removed from your clients.
Oh, yeah, I can only see in the footage that they removed MK2, and
I have the physical evidence with me, and then it's also outlined within their evidence locker, as well as photographs of them having taken off of them. Let me read out the evidence list. Removed from Mr. Izzy Gee is one pistol MK2 with 45 ammunition inside of it. One bag of dirty money equating to $19,992, and one spent shell casing taken from the safe room of the 24/7. That was accompanied with a photograph before it was taken. And then we have one AP pistol coming off of Izzy Gee with 84 ammunition. Attached is a pistol suppressor. Also taken off of Mr. Izzy Gee was one rifle suppressor, as well as a fingerprint readout from the register inside the 24/7 with photograph is attached here. As far as Nathan Broussard goes, one Walther P99 with 169 ammunition, and one bag, a small bag of processed cocaine was taken off of Mr. Broussard.
Your Honor, may I make a correction in regards to the dirty money that you have?
Okay, yes.
It was approximately roughly 3,600 that was taken off of Mr. Izzy Gee. The rest of it, I believe, Officer Craven, correct me if I am wrong, it was on Izzy Gee. This roughly 16,000.
Yes, sir. Just over 16K.
In collectiveness, the total was 19,992 removed from those two gentlemen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. Okay, fantastic. You have any objections to any of the evidence that has been presented, Mr. Martinez?
Yeah, I believe it's what they found on their person, right? So I don't have any objections here.
Okay, fantastic. Let me just get a list of the charges that are actually being levied here. That way we can clarify what is and is not up for judgment here. Somebody remind me of the there it is, 343 incident number, May 8th.
Yes, and incident ID 344 as well.
For Nathaniel Broussard. Okay.
I believe Izzy Gee is also on ID 344 as well.
That's correct.
Alrighty. Let me just grab these court cases here. Alright. In the case specifically of Kai G and Izzy Gee against the state. I have a couple of alterations to the charges. In the charge of armed robbery, find that there is not enough sole evidence to convict them of armed robbery. Happenstance is not proof, and this court does require proof in order for somebody to be charged with something indefinitely, especially in an investigation. So on the charge of armed robbery, these two will be found innocent. On the charges of illegal possession of a Class 1, to make one alteration. Kai G, your Class 1 weapons charge will stand, as you did have a Mark II pistol. From what I am understanding, this Mark II pistol is not sold at a legal vendor. Therefore, it makes it an illegal weapon. So that will be charged against you. Without proof from the defendants that it was planted, or any kind of evidence like that, the same way that I require evidence from the police, I require evidence from you guys as well. So you will be charged with that. Izzy G, you will be charged with 1 count of possession of an illegal Class 2 weapon, as this is an automatic pistol. It does make it a Class 2 weapon. Let's see here. What else did we have? Just find this here. As far as possession of non-legal currency, that will remain. Accessory to armed robbery on Izzy G will be dropped. Armed robbery to be dropped. And as I was not presented any evidence of Izzy G having cocaine, possession of cocaine will be dropped. In the case of Nathaniel Broussard, 1 misdemeanor possession of cocaine will stand. Armed robbery will be dropped. Accessory to armed robbery will be dropped. Attempted to armed robbery will be dropped. They did mention that the illegal currency was only on Izzy and Kai G, so possession of non-legal currency will be dropped. And then criminal possession of a weapon Class 1. Nathan Broussard does have a weapons license, so I will drop the criminal possession of a weapons Class 1, and we're going to exchange that for a charge of possession of a non-registered firearm. He'll need to go register that firearm with the police department. And then possession of an illegal firearm modification for Izzy will remain, as a silenced weapon is not permitted in this state. All right, in its entirety, Kai, you will be charged with a single count of criminal possession of a weapon Class 1. Izzy, you will be charged with a single count of weapon Class 2 with a non-legal firearm modification. And then both of you will be charged with possession of non-legal currency. Your backgrounds do not look all that crazy.
My client here is a business owner, and I believe his brother here is the co-owner as well.
No,
What business
Nate
do
is.
you guys operate?
Your Honor, I operate a Speeds Mechanic and as well as Uwu Cafe.
I don't think that it's going to be beneficial to put business owners behind bars. This is the first and only time that I will be doing this for you gentlemen, so please don't take it lightly. In lieu of jail time, I would like you to offer some sort of community outreach, some sort of event at one of your businesses where you give back to your community. I expect you to take no profit off of this, and you can do this in the inside of let's call it 10 days. Is that satisfactory?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If you guys end up in my courtroom again because of this kind of nonsense, we'll start talking jail time. It's not okay to be carrying around these illegal weapons. Somebody could have taken off you, killed a baby or something. For Christ's sake.
What are you trying to? What do you say? I'm a baby killer?
No, no, I'm saying somebody else is. You know, there's
okay.
crazies out there. Let's make sure that we're getting our weapons legally. I do take the Second Amendment very seriously. However, with the suspension of your Second Amendment right, you will be not able to carry weapons on you for the duration of, I do believe I said 1 week. Okay. All righty. Let me
Now,
just.
by a week, are
file
you
some
including? Sorry, Your Honor. Are you including 7 days or 5 days? Monday to Friday?
7 days.
All right. Just wanted to clarify.
Yep. As far as Nathaniel Broussard goes, we do not want to, he does have medical issues. Let's get him back in the courtroom, Mr. Martinez, when he's available. That way we can talk to him as well. He's looking like he had the least amount of evidence on him, so probably just be something of a stern talking to. But we do want to make sure that he's he's purposefully talked to on this note. All right. On top of the levies that I have put out, I do rule that the defendants will have to pay the court fees of this session in its entirety. You'll have a full month to pay these court fees. They total in $75,000. That is between all three of the defendants. It does not have to come from one person, but that is my judgment. I do find you guys guilty of the crimes that I issued beforehand here. Does anybody have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Court is adjourned.